From Rags to Riches, Mr. John Gokongwei Jr. I was born to a rich Chinese Filipino family. I spent my childhood in Cebu where my father owned a chain of movie houses, including the first air-conditioned one outside Manila. I was the eldest of six children and lived in a big house in Cebu. A driver drove me to school every day. As I went to University of San Carlos, I topped my classes and had many friends. I would bring them to watch movies for free at my father's movie houses. When I was 13, my father died suddenly of complications. Everything I enjoyed vanished instantly. My father's empire was built on credit. When he died, we lost everything to the banks. When the free movie disappeared, I also lost half of my friends. On the day I had to walk 2 miles to school for the very first time, I cried to my mother, but she said, "You should feel lucky. Some people have no shoes to walk to school. What can you do? Your father died with 10 centavos in his pocket. So what can I do? I work." We sold roasted peanuts in the backyard of our much smaller home. When that wasn't enough, I opened a small stall in Palenque. I woke up at 5 o'clock every morning for the long bicycle ride to the Palenque with my basket of goods. I did not tire as easily, and I moved more quickly. I was also more aggressive after each day. I would make about 20 pesos in profit. There was enough to feed my siblings and still enough to pour back into the business. The peso I made in the Palenque were the peso that went into building the business I have today. After this experience, I told myself, if I can compete with people so much older than me, if I can support my whole family at 15, I can do anything. And so I continued to work. In 1943, I was expanded and began trading goods between Cebu and Manila. From Cebu, I would transport tires on a small boat called a battle. After traveling for 5 days, I would load them into a truck for 6 hours to Manila, then end up sitting up top of my goods so they would not be stolen. Then when WWI ended, I was opportunity for the trading goods in post-war Philippines. I was 20 years old with my brother Henry. I put up Amicia Trading, which imported onions, flour, used clothes, old newspapers and magazines, and fruits from the United States. When my business grew and it was time for me to bring in more people, I know that I had to be there to teach them what I knew. When Dad died, he did not leave a succession plan. From that, I learned that one must teach people to take over a business at any time. Challenge number one. In 1996, we decided to start an airline. At the time, the dominant airline in the country was PAL. And if you wanted to travel cheaply, you did not fly. You went by sea or by land. However, my son and I had a division for Cebu Pacific. We wanted every Filipino to fly. Challenge number two. In 2003, we established Digital Mobile Philippines and developed a brand for the mobile phone business called Sun Cellular. I am 81 today, but I do not forget the little boy that I was in the Palenque in Cebu. I still want to make good. I still don't mind going up against those older and better than me. I still believe hard work will not fail me, and still believe in people willing to think the same way. Mr. John Gokongwei. Thank you.